Up to this point, our look at artificial intelligence has been largely theoretical. But the shift from analog to digital isn't just happening in our software. It is actively changing our languages, our tools, and the physical reality of how we relate to one another. Welcome back to our study series. Today, we are moving into Chapter 4 of Magnifica Humanitas, focusing on how this technological transformation impacts our everyday lives. To navigate this era safely, the text identifies 3 specific areas of human life that require immediate defense: truth as a common good, the dignity of work, and the safeguarding of interior freedom. These aren't just abstract values. They are the practical barriers that prevent the logic of efficiency from becoming the only logic that matters. When performance is the sole measure of success, we risk treating the human person as a tool for the machine, rather than the machine as a tool for the person. The first area under threat is truth. AI didn't invent disinformation, but it acts as a powerful amplifier. By seamlessly mixing facts with opinions and generating hyper-realistic images, digital platforms can blur the boundaries of what is real, eroding the social trust required for any public dialogue to function. This confusion stems from a specific modern conviction: the idea that we are the sole authors of our own lives and society. Pope St. John Paul II reflected on this growing crisis of truth, noting that once we lose the idea of a universal truth that we can know through reason, our very sense of conscience begins to change. Indifference to facts has a way of weakening democratic life. The philosopher Hannah Arendt famously warned that the ideal subjects for totalitarian regimes are not those who are ideologically convinced, but those who have lost the ability to tell the difference between fact and fiction. The Church's response is to promote an ecology of communication. This means moving past the cycle of immediate reaction and instead strengthening the intermediary organizations, like serious journalism and university research, where verification and reasoned argument still carry weight. But the deepest challenge is educational. Real understanding requires friction and time. The text compares it to striking flint to produce a spark. It only happens through the effort of questioning and discussion. When we can get an instant machine-generated summary of any topic, we lose that struggle. Over time, the ease of the answer can make the effort of the question feel unnecessary. Defending the mind's slow pursuit of truth is how we cultivate inner freedom. It ensures that our children learn to recognize manipulation and develop the critical thought necessary to resist being homogenized by a digital environment. Moving from the mind to the hands, we reach the second pillar: work. In the Catholic tradition, reaching back to Saint Benedict, work is far more than an economic instrument. It is a path toward maturity and a way to participate in the ongoing work of the Creator. AI promises to boost productivity by handling mundane tasks, but it creates a paradox. Instead of the machine supporting the worker must adapt to the speed and surveillance of the machine, de-skilling the person and stifling creativity. If innovation is pursued solely to reduce costs, the result is often mass unemployment. This leads to more than just financial loss. It creates a human impoverishment, denying people the sense of responsibility and daily purpose that work provides. Paragraph 159 calls to move away from GDP as our primary metric, because it systematically neglects the actual well-being of people. We need new parameters assessing how economic decisions impact the dignity of work and a family's stability, not just a company's bottom line. Pope Francis has warned against an economic freedom that exists only in words. Theories promising general prosperity often prove illusory. It is always the poor who pay the highest price during financial and technological transitions. Any model that systematically sacrifices jobs for the sake of efficiency is built on a foundation of injustice. The human person is an end, not a means, and the economic order must remain subordinate to that truth. Finally, we must consider the third pillar: freedom. The digital attention economy thrives by intentionally exploiting human vulnerabilities. When business models are designed specifically to capture our time and weaken our inner resolve, the person is being treated as a commodity to be harvested. This creates an architecture of visibility, where algorithms decide what is amplified and what is rendered invisible. This isn't just about data, It's a form of social control that shapes our opinions and encourages us to censor ourselves to fit in. Behind the magic of AI is a very physical chain of mediation. The system relies on millions of unseen workers engaged in the exhausting work of data labeling and content moderation, often for minimal wages and under demanding conditions. This exploitation reaches all the way to the mines, where children and adolescents extract the rare earth elements required for our devices. At the same time, criminal networks use the anonymity of digital payment systems to control and transport victims of trafficking, reducing men and women to packages moved through digital circuits. This mindset has led to a new form of data colonialism. Powerful entities extract health data and genetic maps from vulnerable regions, often under the pretext of aid. This gives them immense leverage to decide, before anyone else, where investments and life-saving medicines will be allocated. If technological progress is secretly built on a chain of exploitation, it stands in direct contradiction to human dignity. We cannot celebrate innovation while ignoring the bodies that are injured and worn down to keep the data flowing. From the extraction of rare minerals to the labeling of data, the pattern is the same. We can either allow technology to become the ultimate criterion, where humans are optimized as resources, or we can choose to integrate these tools into a perspective guided by moral wisdom. This is a shared responsibility. It requires policymakers who regulate with foresight, businesses that see work and dignity as markers of success, and citizens who cultivate a sense of truth. True progress is only authentic when it is measured against the inviolable dignity of every man and woman. As we move through our digital lives this week, let's keep that measure in mind. Next time, we'll see how these principles are applied in Chapter 5. Thanks for watching.